And even when I entered the store, I was greeting those people thinking, these are my people.
I'm your boss.
I'm your boss. Hello. And then the next thing, I woke up naked again in their office because I fainted. And then I became a till packer. But when I know this thing, manager, wow, Fenta, no.
Not
it's not
boss
gonna
material.
work. No, you're not boss material. So I became a till packer at ShopRite in Semi-Max.
Let me introduce to you the new kid on the block. Mel Lavi is a new skincare range that recently launched. It is for face and for body. We deal with hyperpigmentation, anti-aging, wrinkles, natural glow. We also deal with dark inner areas. We target dark inner thighs, dark armpits, dark neck, dark elbows, dark knees, you name it. We also have a shaving combo. This shaving combo deals with ingrowns and shaving bumps. Both men and women can use this good quality product shaving range. We've got good actives in our product from glycolic acid, hyaluronic acid, kojic acid, and many more. You can contact us on the WhatsApp number that is popping on the screen, or you can reach out to us on all our social media platforms. We are here for all your skin needs. Hi all, this is The Working Wife, the Working Woman podcast. My name is Promise Makuyana and I am your host. I'm so nervous today because I'm sitting with the owner of the studio. Guys, welcome to another episode of The Working Woman, the Working Wife. Guys, this podcast aims to inspire women, whether in marriages or outside marriages, to stand up and do it for themselves. It's good to have a man do stuff for you, but it's even much, much more better when you can do it for yourself. Thank you so much for being here and for continuous. Guys, I'm still getting used to this intro, so please bear with me. Otherwise, thank you so much for stopping by. If you'd like to be a guest on this podcast, write to us on the email address that is popping on the screen. Do not forget to put in your number, preferably your WhatsApp number, so that we can contact you once we vet your story. This is a new episode that airs every Sunday at 6 p.m. We have another podcast called O Narrative Podcast, which is about marriage and family dynamics, and it airs on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. So the other podcast airs on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. and the name is Own Narrative Podcast. They all air on this very same channel. So I think I'm nervous today, as I said, because I am with the madame of the studio, ne? And I thought it was very important for me, lady, to host you because I think you have done so much as a woman and so much as a wife as well. And for somebody that I know about your background, I've heard you talk about your background, which I want you to share, for someone that is coming from the kind of background that you are coming from, how you started your marriage, I would just assume that you'll just be this couch potato that assets is she going forward or backwards, but you have accomplished so much and you have accomplished in like a platform or in an industry where we did not even know anything about, which is YouTube.
Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome to your own house.
Yeah, hi, thank you. You say you're nervous. I'm the nervous one. I think that is because I've been watching you doing an episode every single time. And I was like, Mina, nakoyaka itlani.
Yes.
But here I am and I am honored to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you, Ndivhu. Please tell the people, because obviously you are a very familiar face, especially on this platform. However, there are people that don't know you. And I just want you to introduce yourself to my people.
Okay, I think that is the hardest question.
Yeah.
Introducing yourself. Okay,
Yes.
I am Ndivhu ON.
Yeah.
I'm 32 years old, a wife.
Wait,
and
are you
mom.
32?
Yes. You thought I was what? 40?
No, but not 32.
No, I'm 32.
Were you born in 92?
91.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm 32 years old, unless if I'm getting my age wrong, but they will
You are
correct us.
turning 20.
No, I've already turned 32 this year.
Oh, a girl.
91 key.
You are turning 33.
I'm that old.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Can I remain 32 then?
No. 33, this woman.
Yeah, I can't be double three.
When was your birthday?
April.
You're 33, my face. Yes.
What? How work?
Yeah.
I remain 32.
No,
I reject 33.
You are going.
Okay, but I get 33 then, but
They
now
are
I know myself
saying.
as 32. And then I'm a mom of 4 kids, 2 biological, 2 from the heart. And I've been married for 14 years, and I'm a businesswoman.
14 years and you are 33 years old.
Meaning I got married when I was 19.
Why? What did you know about marriage then?
Nothing.
Why did you
I
get
knew
married?
nothing about marriage because even at home, I was the first person to get married. No one had ever been married before. Yeah. And even the way that we did it was even wrong because we just went to Home Affairs and we said, "Tada," with the certificate.
Tell these people how a 19 years old is tadaing with a marriage certificate.
For us,
Yeah.
it came with the pressure from church saying that because we were doing Fat and Seth. So they said as Christian, and I was also a leadership. I was on the leadership of ushering, and he was also in the pastoral leadership. So they said you can't do Fat and Seth.
Yeah.
You guys must separate. You must get your own place. He must get his own place. And we're like, I think we must just get married. This is us now when they told us to make a decision.
Yes.
So Tuesday we went to Home Affairs.
Sunday
and
you were at church?
Tuesday we were marrying, and then the next Sunday I get feedback. Tada.
That's classic.
So we don't need to move. We don't need to stay separately, and
Yeah.
we don't need to cut us from the leadership.
Look, we forgot your icebreakers.
Oh.
We are already inside. So
Bring
I
them
think, no, let's leave them. We'll have them at the end.
Okay.
Actually,
Oh,
let's
cool.
continue.
All right.
That's just how we like talking, me and you, my friend.
We've been
We've been. So now you get married to your husband. Where did you meet him?
at church.
Oh, at church.
Yeah.
In Joburg or back home?
No, in Pretoria. We met in Pretoria in Gauteng.
What were you doing in Pretoria?
I was studying. I think it was my first year.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was going to that church because the boy from that church had dumped me.
Yeah.
So kibekiyomlata.
Yeah.
Then usher, my husband was an usher at that time.
Yeah.
So when he ushered me, he also ushered me to his heart. Then I forgot about the other one.
The reason why you were there, you forgot.
I forgot. Yeah.
I
so-
love that. So you guys got married. Were you like what was going through? Were you ready to get married? How long was it in the relationship?
8 months. He engaged me when we were 4 months, and then 4 months later again, we
Yeah.
got married. We were not ready. We didn't know what marriage was. We
Yeah.
only found out when we were inside.
Inside.
Like even when people were angry that we got married without telling anybody, it was like, no, but what's the big deal? For us, it was just we were in love. He couldn't afford lobola.
Yeah.
And he was also too young. Even his family was not going to allow him to get married at the age of 21 because he was
Yeah.
21. I was 19.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, no, let's just do this for us. And we did it. And we were just shocked when people were angry. Because my husband got disowned. My mom told me to pack my bags and come back home.
So then how did you navigate that? Like you being disowned, him being disowned, and then you...
My mom was an easygoing person. So I went back home and then I packed my bags and I went back home. When I
Yeah.
got there, then I told her that, no, this is good for me. I explained my reasons. That,
Yeah.
no, the guy is very ambitious. I think he's going to be very rich. And my
Yeah.
mom was like, okay, Halakasha, you are my daughter, so we can do this thing.
Let's do it, my
And the
daughter.
next day I went back to Pretoria. Actually,
Yeah.
she even sent me with my little brother to come visit because it was during school holidays.
To come visit Mkhonyan.
Yeah. And when I got home, my husband is sitting there. He's waiting for the phone call.
Yeah.
Bona, they are not calling because
Yes.
I come from a broken family, if I can put it like that, very toxic. So they didn't
Okay.
care. So you understand why I would say my
Yes.
mom was an easygoing person.
Yeah.
So she just said, okay, no, that's fine.
Take
You know?
your little brother along, actually.
Go, yeah. Kiri Mkhonyana, oh, he's even going to be rich, so it's fine. Let's build Lila, but you know. And then his family didn't call for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then only the little sister called and said, "Shudu, are you really married? Why would you do that?" You know.
Yeah.
And I think a few months later, his mom was now realizing, this guy is not changing his mind, because they would call and say, let's do things the right way. Tell your wife to,
Go
find
back
their own
home.
place. Let's just. So they even suggested that you divorce and then you will remarry again after doing things the right way.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I already have a marriage certificate.
You are my man.
I'm not going to be a divorcee.
Yes.
Yeah. So his mom his dad didn't speak to him for like the whole year. And then only when the mom realized that we are losing our son.
Yeah.
Then she came to Pretoria, and after the meeting me, they just loved me, Shem.
Oh.
Yeah, and the rest is history. It's 14 years later.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Do you think, though, your mom saying you can go and then together with your little brother was really coming from the fact that you're coming from a toxic background or a toxic family, or it was a mother seeing an opportunity for her child to get out of the situation that you guys were in, like saying, "Oh, there's a man who wants to marry you. Go, my child. Even go with your brother." You know.
My mom was just a don't care.
Oh,
I don't even think she thought that far. She was just a don't care.
yeah. I hear you. You mentioned that you met in university, but you did not complete. So what were you doing there then?
So when I came to Pretoria, I registered journalism at Rosebank.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, during exams, I would faint. So whenever when I enter the exam room, I'll be fine. I'll write my names, but when they say it's time to start and I open the question paper,
Yeah.
I then struggle to breathe, and then the next thing I wake up naked in their offices.
Yeah.
And it happened every single time when I would write exams. I even changed school after I went to TNC, I went to UNISA. It was the same thing over and over again until I eventually gave up and I was like, no, maybe school is not for me.
Yeah.
So maybe for me that was also an influence to say, get married, girl, because when I married him, I was already fainting.
Yes.
He was one of the people that would come and fetch me. So maybe I was like, ticket lotto. I do.
He understands me very well, this one.
Yes, he's even coming to fetch me. So, and at that point, I was like, there's no way that I'm going to make it in life, you know? So, yeah.
Sure. Did you think that, like, that deep, that, you know what, I'm doomed, I'm just going to be a housewife, this man will take care of me?
I've always
That's
wanted
my
to be a
life.
housewife.
Oh.
Because I remember even my mom would be so disappointed when we are with her friends and they
Yeah.
will ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would say, I want to be a housewife. And she would say, I'm embarrassing her because I'm not ambitious. I don't have dreams. I cannot goals. But I've just always wanted to be a housewife. For me, I didn't want to work hard. I didn't want to work. I just wanted to be a princess, you know, have people take care of me. Yeah.
So, but where did you know that from? Because, like, I would assume when you're coming from not so good background, the first thing I want to work very hard.
No, I never wanted to work hard. I don't know why, but in my mind, I never saw myself working. I never saw myself making my own money, but I saw myself marrying a rich man, which was the mistake I made because I didn't go for a rich man.
You're disappointed, my friend.
Yes.
That now we have to work.
Now we have to work, but I never wanted to. I wanted to, I think, rest because I went through a lot growing up. Because I had to become a mom at the age of 9. That was to my mom's child because she gave birth, left me with a child.
Oh, and went to work.
So she would come back on Fridays, leave on Sundays. So meaning that Monday to Friday, I'm a mom to a newborn.
A newborn?
Yeah, he was a newborn. Yeah, so for me, life has always been so hard. I didn't want to work anymore. I didn't want to be strong anymore. I just wanted someone to take care of me because nobody took care of me while I was growing up. I had to take care of someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your biological brother?
Yes.
Is that the one of the children that you have now?
It's him.
Sure, but still, it just carried on until you are now this old.
No, there was a time when she took over.
Okay.
And then I guess I became a child. I became my own person. But then 2012, she passed away. And then I had to adopt the same son with my husband because I was already married when she passed away.
So this poor man now is...
And mind you, he didn't want to have kids at all. That one is one thing that he made clear when we met, that listen, I am not going to be a father. I don't want to have kids.
Okay.
But unfortunately, he became a father to my brother.
To start with, starter.
Yeah, he started with a teenager.
So why did you father your teen? Where was your mom?
When my mom died.
Your mom
Remember,
passed.
she died in 2012.
No, I'm acting like I don't know. So that the people can get the story.
So my mom died in 2012.
Yeah.
And then that is wherein now we had to take the little brother,
Okay.
bring him to Pretoria, and then stay with him.
With you
So now we
guys.
became a family of 3
Already.
Already. Yeah, and Munawabato had to go get loans. We first had to get a loan to bury my mom, get a loan to now take this boy to school. And shame, he just sank deep into debts. And that is wherein my dream of becoming a housewife, just like that.
Shabalala.
Just like that. You know?
Why does your husband now bury your mother? Where is your family?
My family is there, but they don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to believe that they had funeral covers and everything.
Yes.
But nobody cared.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
What happened to your mom?
She was sick. She just got sick. 2 weeks later, she died.
Sure. Okay. I think now I think I'm dwelling so much on your story.
Yeah, now I'm thinking now we are on narrative.
Yeah, now it's like we are on. It's because I wanted you that side. Now we are here. Now I'm just mixing everything. But now, when do you start? Now your dream of being a housewife is starting to now just disappear. What happens to you because you are not educated? What is your first thought?
The first thought was that obviously I'm not going to work 9 to 5. It's not going to work for me, you know, because I'm not educated. I don't have qualifications. The only thing that I've been doing sitting at home was congratulating my friends when they graduate, when they get jobs. But for me, even if I had a thought of, I can actually work, njani, when you don't even have anything, you know. So I then decided to start side hustles. Then I think the first one was, I used to sell lingeries. I used to have a website, a business called Kinky Lingeries.
Yeah.
My son, the one that we adopted, my mother's last born,
Yes.
he's actually the one that learned how to do my website.
Oh, wow.
Because there was no way that we could afford someone to do website for me. So he hacked neighbors' Wi-Fi because we didn't have. Because we didn't have. And then he watched videos on how to do website and whatever. And today he works for Amazon, by the way.
Ooh.
He's an IT what. From that. Developing a website for me and all those things.
Okay.
So I started selling lingeries. I bought a lot of stock. And I didn't know that I had to first find clients. You know, and I bought a lot of stock. My husband took another loan for me to buy a stock. And I had to now just gift my friends on their bridal showers because no one was buying. People would buy, but it would be so slow. So now I ended up just gifting people. What a bridal shower thing.
Twara, babe.
You know, I learned how to bake. Then I used to bake cakes. But I think what I learned is that you cannot start a business to use that money to eat now. Because it will never work out. Because when you get profit, you eat it. And when you're starting a real business, you need to reinvest into the business. So with me, whenever I would get a client, because already we are hungry at home. Because we got to a point where now, we were the three of us were surviving on a braai pack, one braai pack for the whole month. So we'd cut those big pieces into 4 so that all of us can eat.
Oh my
It was that bad, you know. So then I was just that businesses, side hustles, and I would make small money, but it wouldn't last, you know. I'm a Herbalife, I joined all those things until I even decided, okay, let me just go be a cleaner. I got a job at Pep.
Okay.
I worked there and I would clean the whole store alone. When you guys walk in, when it's wet, you're like, sorry, I have to leave. You know, I literally want size 10 of dry make and it's not there. I have to go to the back room and look for a dry make alone like for hours.
Yeah.
Until the customers would even give up because how am I going to find it, you know?
Yeah.
And then there was also a time wherein I got a phone call from ShopRite and they said they wanted me to come for an interview to be a manager.
Okay.
I was like, God, upalabalo.
Yes.
You know, yes,
Hallelujah.
God. I went there. I went to an interview. I was dressed like a professional woman. I was wearing heels, black pants, jacket, and whatever. And even when I entered the store, I was greeting those people thinking, these are my people.
I'm your boss.
I'm your boss. Hello. And then the next thing, I woke up naked again in their office because I fainted. And then I became a tail packer. But when I know this thing, manager, wow, Fenta, no.
Not
it's not
boss
gonna
material.
Work. No, you're not boss material. So I became a till packer at ShopRite in Semi-Max.
Yeah.
So I worked there as well as a till packer. It was not easy because most of the people that I went to school with, they were staying that side, so they would see me.
Oh, yes.
I worked at Spur as a waitress, and at some point I had to sing a happy birthday to my ex-boyfriend.
No.
Yeah, but it was part of
Your
life.
husband then is not working, he's still studying.
No, he's working. When we got married, he was doing an internship. And then
Earning how much?
I think he was getting paid maybe 2.5 per week because he used to get paid weekly. But then he did finish the internship, got the job, permanent job. But then my mom passing away meant he had to take a loan.
Oh.
And then our now son coming this side, we realized that the government school are not like the Limpopo ones where it's free.
Yes,
you actually have to pay Aboma 1.8 in Tonton. He had to get another loan again.
Ish.
And then now it became getting a loan to pay for the other one, getting a loan until we're like, no, we even went under TED review because we couldn't afford, anything anymore. That's when my dream of becoming a housewife died. So It was just, and he was working very well.
Yeah.
And people didn't even know that we were suffering because I'll dress very well. And he was like, he used to drive latest Ford cars because he was working for
wow,
Ford.
yes.
So it was like we were rich really in the eyes of the
Yes.
people, but we were struggling. No, it was hard.
You were cutting a piece of meat into 4.
into 4, yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes he would even complain, "Ukuba, yo, I'm tired of minestrone because I had to put in the soup so that we can."
So that it can be thicker.
Yes, it can be thicker, and then we can potter with the pap, you know.
Oh my
but
gosh.
yeah, that's how it happened.
So now when do your big break or that job that sticks?
I got another one, and what was I? But I had a very good position there. Only to find out that the company was a scam. So they didn't pay me in Silverton. Yeah, the company was a scam.
Yeah.
But then my husband got another job, and that's wherein he resigned. So we were staying in Pretoria for a very long time. So we had to move to Joburg.
Yeah.
And then he got the retirement fund. So we were able to go pay up the debts, and then he gave me money. Because now I was saying that, no, I've been watching YouTube. There are people that are saying they're making money.
Yeah.
Buy me, don't the stuff and whatever. So we bought the cameras and the lights for me to start a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Then we started a channel. It was called We Fun Couple. It was now me and him. Because
We find.
We Fun, F-U-N.
Oh, yeah.
Couple. We're doing fun stuff, fun content.
Okay.
Yeah, so he then bought me those things, and I was like, no, immediately when we post videos, we're going to be rich. But 8 months later, we were on 100 subscribers.
8 months? Yeah, no, that's YouTube.
That's YouTube,
Yeah.
yeah. And Vele, then that's when you realize that, oh, nobody knows us.
Yeah.
So nobody's going to watch. And then I decided to go to do gossip.
Okay.
So I started another channel.
Yeah.
I think it was called Trending Hot News then.
Okay.
And then the first month, I then got monetized on the first month.
Okay.
And then they said my first salary was going to be, I think, 22 or 23,000 rand.
Is that how much you got? The first salary?
The first salary at YouTube, yeah. I mean, I thought they were lying because there was no contract. Nobody talks to me. I just see it there.
Yes.
And then, but you have to wait for the pin. I was like, it's this thing.
Scam.
But I kept on doing it because, people are saying that they are making money.
Yeah.
And then eventually when I got my pin, the first time that they said my money has been released, and then I got my money. And I realized that the sky was the limit.
Please tell us about YouTube. Okay. Tell us about YouTube, okay? Because, and the reason why also I brought you here is because you are coming from a background that does not include education, that does not include a conventional job. There's a woman that is in Tafulkop, where I'm from, in a village, or where you are from, that does not know where to start, just like what you were going through back then, But they can make money off YouTube.
No, they can.
Yeah.
And for me, the biggest struggle for me was English. Remember, Sikhuwa was a problem.
Yeah.
Because at home, they taught us English in Venda.
Yeah, yes.
Hey, the table. So, you just know the basics. So it was a struggle for me.
Yeah.
But because I was hungry, I did not care. I had to go watch videos teaching myself English.
Yeah.
To a point where now I could speak and I could do videos, but every single day, they were like 90% of the comments, they were correcting me. It's not debut, it's debut.
Oh.
Kiri, I said, babes, what do more debated a video, a music video, whatever. But no, I said debut.
It's debut.
It's debut, but that was
But they were
me
still
learning.
watching.
They were still watching. And I think one thing about YouTube is that even if you are commenting negative, it does not care. You are helping my channel grow.
Yes.
The algorithm will pick me up. So the more people would comment, even if some would say that my accent is Nigerian accent, hey, I must stick to my Nigerian gossip because they thought I was Nigerian. Maybe my accent was just bad. And also English was so bad,
Yeah.
But for me, every single day, I would go through those comments, learning English. Then I got to know, I said debut, it's actually debut. Oh, I said this, it's actually this. I said this, it's actually this.
Yeah.
And I never gave up because either way, I was suffering. What was I going to do? Because I had tried literally all the business that I could think of at that time. YouTube was like my do or die. Already my husband took the last portion, the retirement fund.
To buy equipment.
Because I told him that, hey, people are millionaires here.
Yes.
We are going to make money. And now it's 8 months later, there's no man. So there was no that I was going to give up on YouTube. Lucky for me with YouTube, there were a lot of trending stories that were happening. It's that time of Alfrukau, Babes Wodum and Mapincha being beaten up, Bushiri. So I was covering all those stories. That's why then my channel just grew like that.
Sure. Yeah. So when you make videos, when you are making the videos, do you now wake up and say, okay, today I'm going to make this much videos?
I was making 20 videos every single day.
No.
Yeah. But they were short because they were like 2 minutes.
But still.
So I was not compiling the part. Remember, I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
I was just a housewife that was hungry. So now even at night, I was no longer sleeping. I would wake up every 2 hours to check, is there any trade? Because I wanted to be the first one. I realized that there are already other people that are doing gossip.
Yeah.
But for me to be noticed, it would be me putting the story first. So I was always now one of the first. Meaning that even if they don't like me, if you are looking for umgozi, you are going to you'll be forced to watch. Some will even say, I wasted 2 minutes of my time. What?
But that comment.
And that 2 minutes that you watched, it's me getting paid because we get paid by the views.
Yeah.
So for me, that was that hunger. So I was not sleeping. But then after I got my first pay, I realized that I only have 2 hands. I'm one.
Yes.
Meaning that if I can make 22,000 rand alone, if I get extra hands,
how much
then
can I make?
I can start making a lot of money. That's when I hired.
So you got someone to come and help you?
Yeah, I hired someone with a degree that used to make fun of me.
Hey, you were like, come here.
Come. Yeah, I said come.
Were they doing videos or were they editing? Or
so they were writing stories. They would look for stories for me and then they would write. And then now, I knew that my problem was English.
Yes.
So if I can get someone with a degree that has a better English, least.
Yes.
So then they would write the stories for me, then I would read. And then they will edit and then publish. So my job now was to read, publish, read when they do the job. Now I even added another one, 2 writers now.
Oh, wow.
One to do my thumbnails. Yeah, then I think at some point I had like 5 employees. And everybody was working from their own home. So you look for the story, you send it to me, I read it. I send to someone to edit, they edit. And
you did not have a life?
No, I didn't have a life. But after I've hired staff, I now had a life. Because you remember with recording, even if I'm driving somewhere, I just stop by the side of the road. Oh, there's a breaking story. I record because I was using my phone. I was not using those cameras. I'd never used them. Those cameras and the lights, they didn't help me with anything.
Yeah.
I was using a Huawei phone. So wherever I was, even if I'm at the restaurant, I go to the toilet, I record, send to my team.
You did not have a face?
No, it was faceless.
Okay.
For the longest time, it was faceless.
Oh.
But it was even harder for me to show my face because of the horrible things. Because they're judging me by the voice. Now, when I have to show my face, and I tried. I showed my face once, but I didn't put in effort. You know me. I'm a very natural person.
Relaxed.
I can just wake up and sit like this on a camera. I'm like that. I won't put on makeup or whatever, So then they said, I don't put in effort. Yeah.
The pressure.
The pressure was just too much. I stopped. I went back to my faceless.
Yeah.
Yeah, but faceless was working for me because then I didn't have to come and sit and film. Besides, I didn't even want to do those things. I just wanted to record my voice, send it to the person that will be editing, and then they will edit. So with that money, I then started my micro-lending business.
What is micro-lending?
I'm a credit provider. Mashonisa, but a registered one. Yeah, I don't say it because I don't want people that I don't lend to people that I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So my client, and I and my clients, we don't even know each other.
Guys, women have got money out there. If you're going to lend people money, it means you've got the money.
You know what? And I started with 1,000 rand because I didn't want to lose my money. So I started with 500 rand.
Yeah.
2 clients. Both of them, they brought back the money and I asked them, refer me. So it came back with interest. I won't say how much interest because I once advertised it once 4 years ago and yay, the calls that I got from AMA auditors and whatever.
Oh.
So no, I won't say,
Or you are eating a lot of money.
Yes. And then so whenever a client would pay back, I would now remember when I said in the beginning when I started business, whenever I would get profit, I would eat it.
Yeah.
But now that I've learned from all those more than 10 businesses that failed, I now knew that when you get profit, you reinvest.
Yeah.
So with the 2 clients, meaning that come month end, 4 clients. Come the other month end, 8 clients from the profit that I was making. And I made sure that I only lend to people that are being referred by my clients because they wouldn't want to mess up the opportunity. They wouldn't send me AMA scammers and everything.
Yeah.
And now it's like, 5 years later? I'm still in it.
You've been a Mashonisa for 5 years?
Yeah. I'm a credit provider. Don't say Mashonisa. I started as a Mashonisa, yes. But now...
You're a credit provider.
I'm a credit provider, yeah. So now I don't call, hey, I want my money. I just debit month end. I don't conversate with anybody.
Boss baby, boss baby, sure.
Yeah, but for me, out of all the business that I've started, even this one that we are on now, credit providing it works well for me. I love it. Because I don't have to convince anybody. I don't need marketing.
We need you.
Yes. Even if you beg me, even if you send a message at 8 a.m. and I respond at p.m., you will still even respect me. Yes, please, I want man. There's no feedback or review your product. No, there's no, I didn't like your money. It looks this certain way. So
money is money.
Money is money.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's what carried me.
When up to how much are you lending?
So I'm a micro lending. So
Okay.
I up to 2.5. I
Okay.
don't go above that.
Yeah.
And you may look at it and feel like it's a small money.
No. Lending it's big money because when it comes back,
When it comes back.
Yes.
And depending also on how many clients do I have.
do you have
So now if you multiply those 2.5 with those people that
By
I've been having since year
5 years
one,
ago.
now it's 5 years later. And every month value, they always recommend themselves, refer each other. So
bana.
I even get to a point when I'm like, I'm not taking any new clients.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you don't stop the new clients, you will never see the profit because it comes now.
It's just
sometimes I just
taking.
want to enjoy it for like 3 months and then I go back and say, okay, I'm open, you can come, the new clients and whatever. But then also with the YouTube now,
Yeah.
my minimum was 80,000 rand.
That's what I wanted to go with. See, how much did you make? What was like your minimum?
The minimum was 8K because remember now I've got staff. And all of us, I would send them our analytics to say, hey guys, we are on 40K. It's around the 20th. Let's increase. Sometimes we'll get to a point of doing 30 videos. Now it's as long as only 20. Because we needed to get, remember YouTube, again, it shows you every day that, yesterday you made 100 rand or you made 2 rand or
Yes.
whatever. So we'd always keep track. You do 1, 2, 3. We do 1, 2, 3.
So the minimum, are you saying minimum or maximum?
Minimum was 80,000 rand. That was our target.
Per
The other
month?
one, yeah, per month. The other one will just be a bonus. But my target, so that now I have budget. I know that I have to pay this one and
Yes.
this one and this one. I have to do 1, 2, 3 for myself. Yeah. So the minimum was 80.
Able. So did you now start your Mashonisa business with this YouTube money?
Yes, but I only took 1,000 rand.
Yes.
Because
to
remember,
start.
Nakona, I've got the fear of losing money because we've been struggling.
Yeah.
So I needed to save as much as I could. And I lived with YouTube is somebody's property, it's somebody's land.
They can
Tomorrow
decide.
they can just chase me out. Tomorrow they can just demonetize me. They can just suspend my account.
yeah.
So I wanted to save as much as I could. So
Yeah.
I couldn't just take the whole amount now, take it to the other side. And besides, I feel like I don't believe in taking money from the other business to the other one. It's like taking money from the main wife to the side chick. No, the side chick
Yes.
So I just only took 1,000 rand.
Okay.
And then it grew from there.
So how did you now go and how did you know about the Mashonisa? Because now you are just doing different things. I wouldn't think about being a Mashonisa.
With that one, I don't know where the idea came from, but I'm always that person that would always go on Google. What
Yeah.
business can I start?
Can I
What
start?
business can I think maybe it was one of the business that we suggested. Yeah, because I also started a cleaning business wherein I would then, but I would tell them that Akiri, I'm a business. So when they hire me, I would go clean myself. They will think that it's just one of my staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go clean myself.
They don't know they were talking to you.
Yeah, Nakona, that one made me a lot of money.
Oh.
Especially with the nannies, because I used to do the nanny placement as well. So whenever a client would come, I am their client, then I pay the nanny. So if I negotiate 5,000 rand, and me no nanny want me, we negotiate 3,000 rand.
Okay.
Then every month, the 2,000 rand was coming to me.
So they pay you.
They
you
pay
the
me,
nanny.
then I pay the nanny. Even when they have problems, they come to me, I discuss with the nanny.
Oh.
And if they want me to then change, then I change.
That was one of the businesses
That
you
was one of the business that I did after I got the YouTube money as well.
What is it that you did not do, Bara?
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
I also sold sex toys. So I sold everything.
For a
There's
woman
nothing that I didn't do.
For a woman whose husband didn't want kids, you are so much into the bedroom. Get it lingerie, get it sex toys,
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, I had to. I felt like I saw my husband drowning. He was struggling
Because of you.
because of me.
Yeah.
And I'm the root cause because even the first child came through me. After that, I tricked him with 2 more because remember, he didn't want kids. So I even went to an extent of tricking him.
How did you trick him to have your own kids?
He thought I was on contraceptive.
Don't try this at home, okay?
Don't try it at home. Don't try it at home. And also with the second one, he thought I had, the first one, I think, I had my neighbor signing my clinic book.
Yeah.
And then with the second one, he thought I had the implanon because I did get the implanon, but I removed it. And he was not aware. And then 7 years later, 7 months later, I was pregnant. But that was because with the first one, because it was a mistake, he wanted to now go do the vasectomy.
Oh,
And I
yes.
wanted my firstborn, biological, to have a sibling.
Okay.
So now I had to rush and then remove that implanon. And,
Before he goes there.
and then before he goes there, and he was just like, because he was a man of God, Shane,
Yeah.
he was like, no, God keeps on blessing us. God keeps on blessing us. I remember even when I was giving birth, when the gynae said the child is coming out.
Yeah.
The first he kept asking, "Have you tied the tubes?" Because now we had agreed that let's just tie the tubes because these things they don't work. Like he was just saying, he kept on saying, "Have you tied the tubes? Have you tied the tubes?" And the gynae even said, "Come this side
And see for
just
yourself.
see for yourself for years." And then he even asked for like a proof after that. I want a certificate that shows that Vele you did the tubal ligation. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. And then after that, Liena, he went to do the vasectomy because they said there's 1% chance.
Yes.
Let's follow the 1%, even 100% clear.
So you see, right now we are laughing with your story because it has a happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
But then we've got women who are trapping men out there, even other people's husbands like that, which is a problem.
It's a very, and I would never advise anybody. Well, for me, it was a blessing that he ended up loving his children.
Yes.
Shame, he loves his kids, and sometimes he even thanks me like, "Thank you for trapping me." Wabon.
Yeah.
But
Thank you for trapping me.
Yeah, I get now we laugh about it because I mean
Yes.
it's years later, but I would never advise anybody.
Guys, don't try this at home.
A child it's permanent. Like you
Yeah.
can't erase. You can't say
Yes.
I made a mistake.
No.
The mistake could have been us going to get married without anybody's permission. We could go and divorce.
You can
But with a
divorce.
child, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. It's permanent.
And you guys now, you have done what you call it? You've tied your tubes.
Yeah, he also did the vasectomy.
He's serious about not wanting kids.
No, he's very serious. But Nakona Nami now I'm the one that actually enforced it as well because now I had tied my tubes.
So what were you thinking?
I was thinking that should we, he's gonna start another family. I won't be able to.
Jealous,
No, I guess he's the one that wanted me to tie my tubes.
Yes.
So Nami, I said, okay, babe, now we go and do it.
Yeah.
And then we went to the hospital and did
So
it.
now none of you guys can have kids.
No,
Sure.
unless if it's like Mary or something.
Yes, like Sir Jesus.
So we can't have kids.
Shoo. But I'm glad that you did it, the both of you guys. Go ahead, one day.
And Nami, I don't want a
or-
baby mama to show up.
Yeah.
When now I can't even produce.
My friend.
You'll hear a person saying, well, actually, I want a baby girl. Because like I'm fine, baby
like
girl.
now it's two boys.
You see?
Side chick,
Yeah,
come and
so
give me a baby girl.
come and give me a baby girl. So I didn't want that. So I was like, no, we must be the same.
Yes. So now how many businesses do you have? Okay, you've started with YouTube. Okay, the many waitresses and cleanings that you have done. And then your first lucrative business was YouTube.
It was YouTube. And then now a micro learning one.
Yeah.
Now it's the Sen Studios.
How do you decide to start the Sen Studios?
We were actually invited on a podcast.
Okay.
So when we got there, it was our first time actually on a studio. In a
Yeah.
studio. Like, oh, okay, this looks easy. And then we were like, okay, when we came back, my husband is like, okay, let's pray about it. Because now I was like, okay, let's do it. Because I'm an overthink. I'm always thinking.
Yeah.
And I'm very business minded. I'm always thinking business.
I
My
see.
husband was always thinking 9 to 5. He wanted to climb the ladder and everything. But now Shem, no, he has given up. He's like, no.
Yeah, I'm
following-
done.
I'm here now, So we saw that studio and we're like, no, this we could do this. So we
Yeah.
were inspired by that studio. And when we came back, we prayed about it. The next day, the lady that invited me
Yeah.
to her podcast, she
Yes.
called me and she's like, yes, I was thinking that you've got a garage, right? Maybe you could start a studio in the garage. For me, that was like the first confirmation. And then after that, I dreamt about it, God saying that I should start it and it will be successful.
Ha.
And then that's when I took all my savings and then I told the cars that you're going to stay outside because you don't even pay rent.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, so the cars are staying outside and we started it here. Within 2 weeks, it was done.
Ha. So between you starting this thing, were you still doing YouTube?
Yes, I was still doing YouTube.
Gossip.
It was 2 months after I quit doing gossip, or rather being a full-time YouTuber. Because now I can remember I was doing the T-World gossip.
Yeah.
And then also Ndivhu and Pastor Bay was gossip. Because we realized that, if we're making that much there, we could also make more this side as well.
Okay.
So now there was the T-World money and the gossip one. But unfortunately, my conscience couldn't allow me anymore.
Tell me about that.
It's like gossip, it's sad. Like it's a sad industry. Because you forget even that the people that you're talking about are human beings. They become your toys. When you hear that, Promise is sick, to you it's not like, a human being is sick. It's like,
Yeah.
I have to be the first one to do it. When you hear that a celebrity died,
Yeah.
you run. I remember there was a day that when I was in Megan Bin with Sims, right? We had just arrived, and then I got a phone call from my husband. Rick died. I was excited to come and do the story.
break it.
Breaking. But Sims Right was very sad. She was also into the gossip. But I think Sims loves people too much.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, we'll speak about that as
so
well.
So she was sad. Yes, she was saying, yeah, let me go to my place, do the story. Actually, she ended up not even covering the story because she was sad. But Mina was like, I was there. I actually just drove, come back home. And I did the story. When I hear that Usman Mani died, and sometimes also with the celebrities, they send you emails, say the story that you did is really hurting me, it's breaking my family and everything. But because you want money, you just shove it. I don't know how many emails I've read from celebrities and
oh my God.
I just,
Yeah.
So, but every time now when I would pray, because I've always been a Christian, but I had to kill that conscience. I had to bury it because I'm like, God, I am hungry.
Is that deep?
I'm hungry. And I knew that gossip was a sin. It's there in the Bible. Gossip is a sin, whether we like it or not. But Nakona, like I've been studying businesses.
Yes.
They are
failing.
They are failing. This is the only thing that I started and actually made me money. Because at some point I was even making way more than my husband. My husband would even say to Rio, for a person that doesn't even have a degree, you are making this much.
Yes.
Like, but it's sad, man. You hurt people every single day.
Yeah.
And there was a time when I couldn't even sleep. I would talk to some of the people that were also doing gossip, like, are you feeling the same? They would say, yes, it's hell. That is why most of them, you have heard them saying, I'm quitting. But then they would go back because money. So with me, at least the time that I really just decided that, okay, this is it. I already had savings. So then I was able to give birth to Send Studios.
Sure, you need God to actually redeem you from that.
You do.
Because honestly, it's and obviously you strive on negativity.
Very. People don't want education.
No.
You can start an educational channel now. Even if you see both my channels, Ndivhu ON, Pastor Bay, the T World, immediately when we stopped gossip, 99% left, gone. I dropped from, I think on Ndivhu ON, Pastor Bay, I used to make 25,000 rand. That was our minimum.
Okay.
Because with that one, we were just sitting down talking with my husband, gossiping. So it would be like one video a day. So we'd make 25,000 rand. The first month after leaving gossip, I made 1,000 rand. 1,000 rand, yeah. You see why people would go back to gossip. So if I didn't have any backup, I would have went back.
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I stopped gossip and Send Studios was born. And I got to see the grace of God, yeah.
Speaking about Sims Right, I always watch her content.
Yeah.
She does it in a way that it's like she packages her gossip very nice. Like you see this person does not have malicious intent in her thing. And maybe, we don't know, we're not in her pocket, we're not in her AdSense. I'm sure she's making less than somebody who's vile and like...
Definitely. When you have... The more you are vile, the more money. People want toxicity.
Yeah, people love
People
toxicity.
Want negativity.
Yeah. Yo.
Unfortunately.
It's just how life is. So now you start Send Studios, you take your savings, you start this. How do you now advertise? Were you like confident, except being spiritualizing it that I dreamt?
Yes. The confidence was obviously the confirmation from God.
Yeah.
But the nakona now when you see, because we started in September. I think September. Last year, September, yeah. So we're 1 year now.
And everyone, 90% of the podcasts are coming here.
They are coming here. Yeah. So when we started, it was the first month, I think we only got 2 clients.
Yeah.
It was Reiki from Church Reality.
Yes.
And I think Yemrai, this other lady that she was my friend. And I remember one of them, so there was a guy doing who wanted to do podcasting on the T World, Sky Call.
Okay.
So now he was doing podcasting, trying it out. So he came to the studio with one of the big shots, content creators.
Okay.
And that guy said, oh my goodness, your studio is so beautiful. But the problem is you are so far away. You far from everyone. Then he says everybody is on the other side. So shame, you won't make money. Oh my goodness.
Your heart.
My heart sank. Because also again, when he came, I was like, okay, maybe when people see his face in the studio, they're gonna come. And it was like, no. Even my friend, one of the big shots as well, says she wants a studio, but I wouldn't even recommend this one because you are so far. But after that, we sat down and I was like, no, it's okay. Even if people don't come, we know it's not like we are paying rent. We'll just close our garage doors. They will, whenever they come, we'll open, But surprisingly, people started booking.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. I was shocked.
Were you advertising it?
Yeah, just on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, just posting like any other business. Yeah, and people started coming. And since then, it's just been, yeah.
Did you, or maybe because you guys are just creatives, like I think I would just be stuck, or how is it gonna look? Like painting different paints on what, and then what, like the props.
I think this side is just one of my favorite colors. Even in my bedroom, I've got a lot of yellow stuff. The pedestals are yellow, what, my linen are yellow, and then gray. I just felt like gray and yellow would
Complement each
at
other.
least there's dark side and then there's light.
The dark side will never leave you, my child.
So and then we would go on YouTube, check, I mean on internet to check what kind of couches can we buy. And then, I think I finished all my savings when I started the channel. So even with now when we had to buy the furniture, we had to go to Cash Crusaders and buy because now we no longer had about 80,000 I get from YouTube and everything.
Yes.
So we just went to buy gray and red couches. Those were the first ones that we had.
Yeah.
And after that,
it just grew from there.
It grew from there. Yeah.
Currently, how many clients are you sitting on? Like King, but every day, those ones that these ones, they're all of them, they're not every day. Like, how can I put it?
The
like, your own narrative is here. Mm-hmm. This podcast is here. How many of those do you have? 40.
40.
Yeah. 40?
Yeah, I would say that. Or when you're doing the spreadsheet. Yeah, so they're a lot. I even sometimes I even fear posting some of them. Because
no, obviously you're not posting some of them. Yeah?
They are 50, but
they're 10.
The ones who would come most
Sometimes.
Regulars, they are 40.
Yeah, regulars.
Yeah.
No, you're not posting all of them then.
No,
because
I'm not posting. And you know why? Because recently there've been some people that have started studios and they contact those people. And lucky we've built a good relationship that they tell me that, they called me. Some of them, they call and criticize the studio. Oh, their lights are so dark. Come this side, we'll give you better. So that's when we're like, no, we're just going to stop posting. Uzinhle even suggested that, no, let's just do our own challenges at TikTok and not post our clients at all.
At all.
Let's just have fun. Yes, because then when they see promise, hi promise, when they see hi, so it became like that. But
now they won't start me, obvious. They'll know.
But honestly speaking, there are so many studios in Gauteng.
They are now.
So many.
Now everyone is podcasting.
No, but that's when you get to see that it's not because there's something special that we are doing. It is the grace of God.
Oh, powerful.
Yeah, it is just the grace of God because everybody
has a studio now.
Yeah, so for me, it's that.
So in a day, how many people can come and shoot?
Today we are fully booked until 9. 6. We woke up at 6
a.m.
Yeah, we woke up to prepare and then started at 6.
Guys, women are making money. Hey, guys.
Yeah, so today we started at 6 and then the last one will be at 9.
And then those
so you can calculate.
900 a day.
Yeah.
Ndivhu. That's why
so when we finish here, you have to run now.
And they told me that you can't even have 2 minutes.
Change the couches for someone else.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it is only grace.
It's
the person that came
God.
in the morning at 6 a.m. is from Durban. Durban, yeah, KZN.
Yeah.
KZN is in Durban, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. So
then they were like, "Hi, we saw your studio. We are here.
We are here. My flight is arriving at 5:30. Can I just do Pumangena? Like, I want to come and film and then I go back.
Yes.
Home. So because I don't want to spend money this side. Yeah, they're just coming for
shooting.
For shooting, yeah.
Sure. What do you think make you stand out of all the studios?
Okay, besides the grace,
Yeah.
I think our energy in the studio, everybody that works here, I think we're friendly, we're good.
Why don't you ask me? Again, I have to tell you if you're friendly.
Okay, why do you keep coming back? Why was that mine?
No, guys, honestly, I really agree with what you say, but you can say it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's our welcome. We're very welcoming and it's home. And we try to just give people the best service that we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, to us it's not just a business, it's a home. And we want people to feel at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really true, guys. They are homely, they are understanding, but not understanding that you won't pay them. I know you guys that you don't pay people now. Saying people are understand. Hey guys, pay people. So I personally what's that? I recommend you guys. You
Thank
are
you so
very
much.
good. You're
Thank
very
you.
good. I hope even people are treating you good, because people they now that you are they feel like they own you. Like, you have to listen to me as a
Yeah.
client. I have to call the shots.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do have those.
Do you have such people?
We do, and celebrities.
I'm
You know?
sure.
So it's
Yeah.
mostly celebrities.
Have you
And
ever had to part ways with someone because they're just being
we
bougie?
did, and she was a celebrity, and we had to send her an email to say, listen, we love working with you.
Yeah.
But we think it's not going well for us.
Yeah.
Because there was a point when I had to take anxiety pills when the person would have to come. Yeah.
And shoot.
And I had to take anxiety pills so that I can be in the same space with them. That's how toxic it was.
Yeah.
So we ended up sending an email saying, we appreciate your service, but it's not going well for us.
So
Because at the
bye.
end of the day, I'm not doing 9 to 5, so I don't want the toxic environment. I want to be happy. I want to wake up and look. You see, even when we said we wake up at 5, I wake up singing and smiling and happy. I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
You know? So, but when it comes to toxic people, I'd rather part ways with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me as a client, how am I? You know, sometimes, sometimes, you know, when I speak to you guys and I send you something, thing is, for me, I want to separate being professional and us playing, you know. And sometimes when I will send you a text or hey, I'm looking for this, I'll be like, I hope they don't receive it anyhow. Now I'm talking business, and also their response, I want them to respond to me business wise, not
yeah.
to make a plan for me or what. If there is plan, I'll ask, please make a plan for me here and.
No, I think you're one of the people that we enjoy. I'm sure you see it because I'm sure you will see it by when you are here. Everybody wants to be here.
Yeah.
It's because we enjoy your
I'll
company.
know the day that you guys
Yeah.
are running away from me or they don't want me.
Pella, I'm the boss, and
Yeah.
every time you come, I try by
You
all
are
means to be
here.
here. It's because I enjoy you.
Yeah.
But once you see me running away, you must know you are toxic.
I'll try to keep myself
Yeah,
to
you
the
will
end.
know Ndivhu is no longer here.
Yes.
I'll
I'll say, madam, please come back. Let's talk now.
Asikhulume, you know? Yeah, but we try to accommodate everyone, even the ones
Yeah.
that are toxic. I mean, sometimes we'll try to understand.
Yeah.
But when we see that the disrespect and the undermining is just beyond,
much.
it's too much, we part ways. Yeah, so we end up sending an email to say, look for another one, and we think your brand is greater than what we are offering.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, you should be having your own studio.
Yes.
Equipment, shooting at your house. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to enjoy this, and I want people to also enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we are talking numbers if you're comfortable. So YouTube, you've made the least 80,000 rands.
Yeah.
And then the most in a
So,
month.
sure, I don't know, maybe 110.
And then so far.
So for one channel, remember, even after starting the Tea World, I then went and I started so many channels that were gossip. Okay, now I could hire people.
Yeah.
So there were those ones, 50K, 20K, 10K, what.
Oh,
So I'm only
Ndivhu
mentioning the
ON.
ones that people know.
Yeah.
So literally, like sometimes we'll even just do the same stories because it will just be the different voice. If the person that is writing, now it went open when I would hire a writer, you need to have a good voice as well so that then you can be a full package.
Oh.
Then also record your own stories and everything. So
It's a whole like business for you. YouTube.
for me, I never looked at this as fun. It was never fun for me. I never liked social media. I'm not a social media person.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make money. So for me, it was business. I treated it like a business and it rewarded me like a business. So on the Tea World and Ndivhu Tea, when I calculated the last time that I was leaving, it was the total of 2 million rands. Yeah, that is when I pulled the plug and that was it. When I stopped the gossip, because I also had to stop the other channels and sell them.
Yeah.
Because I told myself that I'm not going to benefit from gossip anymore
You had made 2 million rands.
on 2 channels.
Yeah.
Not the other ones, yeah.
And then yo, guys, if you are sitting there on your bum complaining, being a single parent in Tafelkop somewhere, you can make it, guys. Like
you can make it. And if you're a housewife,
Yeah.
imagine how many things you would accomplish if now where you were working.
Yes.
Yeah, because now, like my husband was never complaining. He never complained.
Yeah.
But then when I started making my own money, I could see how free he was.
Yeah.
He was now lighter. He was
Eish.
even more romantic now.
That's
Because he was
powerful.
no longer miserable.
Yeah.
You know, because then the only thing that I was doing was watching Nigerian movies at some point.
Yeah.
And when he would come back from home, when he'd come back home from work, I wanted to tell him about Abond. I want Nigerian. Yeah, I would be telling him about those things. And I'm assuming I was very boring because
Yeah.
he's coming from women that were working,
Yes.
ambitious women talking business stuff. When I know he wants to tell me about the meetings, I'm bored, I have to take a team, teams, Zoom. Like, I don't know those things.
Ha.
So I think as well, my marriage took a very beautiful turn. I thought my marriage was beautiful.
Yeah.
But after I started working, I realized, no, man, this was not nice.
This now
Is beautiful. Now it's flourishing.
it's so validating for me, and it's so good that everyone about this, like even the lady that I had, but then it was own narrative, they're saying the same thing, that our marriages took a turn
It does. Yeah.
when we started working. Because maybe Laura, our husbands babe very rude sometimes. Maybe it's just
stress.
Yes.
Over, you are the one.
Yeah.
You are the backbone. Now they are thinking, should anything happen to my business? Should anything happen to my job? Oh,
this one.
this one is just sitting.
A whole
And he's seeing
31
other
year
women
old.
working. Why does he not get? Does she not get inspired by other people?
Yeah.
When now you are just sitting there on your bum, make money.
Make money.
Make money.
With whatever you have, wherever you are,
Wherever
do
you
something. And especially now in the world of TikTok, guys, TikTok you can sell something
You
now.
can sell anything.
It will blow up.
You can sell anything. Make money. Stop sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far on the Sense Studios, how much have you made?
I don't know. I think we had a meeting last week and
Please tell us the numbers.
No, we haven't calculated.
we have not calculated.
That's what we were having a meeting about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have not calculated.
What was the
'Cause
meeting about?
It was of the fact that we have reached 1 year.
Yes.
What have we done?
Where are
Because
we?
now we were advised by Abo Vusitembe that you only start seeing the profit after 1 year, 6 months, 18 months in a
Okay,
business.
okay.
But with us, Shem, it's a different thing, you know. So now they were asking, Okoba, how much have you made? It's 1 year now, you know, so that we can then start the book. So because when we start, it's just like, oh, maybe people won't come, maybe they will
Yeah.
come. Now they start coming, you're like, I didn't see this one coming. I was still
Yes.
waiting for the 1 year, 6 month year business to start flourishing.
How about
Yes, but we have not calculated. But you can just calculate by today if
By
it's fully booked from
today.
6 a.m. to
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
How many people do you employ Sense Studios?
So far, we've only employed 2 people.
Yeah.
So it's I and my husband and the other 2.
So you are
we
4.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
You want to come and apply?
I'm thinking out loud, guys. Sorry. How slot something
No,
to wash the couches.
No, so far it's the 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you in closing? We are running out of time, and I think you won't even allow you to go over time. Are you still looking forward to opening more business or to venturing into new things?
Definitely. For me, like I said, also with the YouTube, I was always thinking, what if, you know? So I'm always
Yes.
thinking, what if there's one thing that I don't want? Maybe it's the fear that I
Yeah.
shouldn't have, but I
Yes.
don't want to be poor again.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a position wherein I don't know where my next meal is going to come from. I'm enjoying the life of going shopping without looking at the price.
Oh.
So I don't ever want to downgrade. And for me, I also feel like at this point also, starting more businesses means more opportunity for other people to be employed. Yeah, so definitely, I tend to get tired easily with the same thing.
Okay.
So now that this is standing, move. I'm going to the
Then
next
you
one.
leave people here, then you
Then
study.
I start another one. Yeah, the one that I handle by myself even today, 5 years later.
Yeah.
Ela. Ela kia.
Credit Peru and everything. Hey guys.
Credit provider. That one, I just love it.
Yeah.
And besides, it's always like 5 minutes, I'm done with the client. Hi, you debited last month. Can I have my money back? It's always
Yeah.
the case. You debit today, they want the money same time. If it debits at 12 a.m., when I wake up, hey, then I just send the mandate, accept, send the money. 5 minutes, conversation is done.
People are asking for money, ne?
Every single day.
And it's so, for me, I believe in, now that I'm making money, I believe in lending people money. But maybe I should start, because I lended a friend money, and why I lent friends' money is because my own sister and my own friend Portia and my ex-friend Petunia, they used to give me money, you know. So I believe in, if I've got more, I'll give my friend. If my friend's like, I want to, I'll give you, because there were people that gave me money, but I'll always pay them back.
Yeah.
But now I think, because I lended my other friend money and they were like, how much do you want it more? Like, how much
Yeah,
more? I was
interest
like,
do you want?
oh, that's how Muslim people. I need to now start saying,
Yeah.
This much.
With your friends, you can, because with my friends, I always give them 50% discount.
okay.
Yeah, and then the other ones, they...
So if I give them 5,000, well, how much should they pay? 10% more or 5% more?
You must get 7,000 back. If
I was
I'm giving out
starting-
50K, I
Yeah.
expect 70K. If I'm giving out 100, I expect 140.
Yo. Yeah, I know. Maybe me, I shouldn't do that. Like, I'm telling you that I'm doing that because people gave me grace at the point of my
Yes.
life.
Yeah, and that is...
But
that
for you,
is-
it's a business.
It's a business for me. But
Yeah.
like I said, with my friends, it's 20%.
Yeah.
And nakona nabo now, because I'm that person that if I find a gold, I want everybody to come in. I don't want my friends to be congratulating me all the time.
Yes.
So most of them, they've started now. Now they are credit providers. Even this one sitting in front of us, she's downloaded forms and whatever. She's just doing it slow.
Yeah.
But I feel like once you find something that is working, your cycle of friends should also be in it. Yeah, so now they must be. So now most of them, they started by investing in my company. I will say, come and invest. I'll give you back with 20% every single month.
Okay.
So it starts growing now. They can now lend. When I've got more clients, I don't want to take new clients, I then pass to them. And then they take it from there.
Yeah. Yo. Hi guys, this was just another inspiration. Yo, when Ndivhu, that's so inspirational. I feel like I don't know you now that you told me other things. I'm like, yo, hi guys. I'm even much more inspired, you know. I'm much more inspired by your journey. I'm much more inspired to do more. And I think the older you get, the more you want to do more.
You want to do more.
Yes.
Yeah. But I always say, don't work too hard. Work smart so that you can still have time for your family.
Yes.
Because sometimes you can be chasing this business and money and then you lose the most valuable things. We normally hear kids saying that, my parents were always working. They never had time for me.
True.
And when you're thinking, I'm working for these people, they also
don't
want your
even-
time.
yeah.
So just work smarter and employ people so that they can make your life easy.
That's another thing that I need to learn. Employ people. Trust people that they can do it, man. Ish. You know, I will employ you and then I'll still want to control. Anyway, guys, we didn't even ask. Ndivhu, we talk too much. We didn't even ask these things here. But anyway, yeah, that was just a special video from the owner of Sense Studios. Where can people get you? Sense Studios. Yes.
Yeah, Sense Studios on TikTok, Instagram, and we also have a website, www.sensestudios.com. And our phone number on WhatsApp is 063-501-7676. So if you want to start a podcast, wozala.
Yes.
Don't come for money. I won't give you.
Don't come even for free. Now they'll come to Shonisa and not...
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, don't come.
No, don't come, guys. She will tell you if she's open again for new Shonisin clients.
Yeah, I will let you know.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, when you say you're a Christian and you're running a business, you know, there's someone, when we are wrapping up, she said that she wants to come and film.
Yeah.
And then she didn't want to pay. And she's like, I thought you guys were understanding because you're Christian. I've been following you on YouTube.
I said it's
Money is money, my friend. Please pay, patala.
Patala.
Yeah.
We've rendered a service patala.
Patala,
Yeah. Guys, Sense Studios is going to leave the details below on the screen and just reach out to them. I highly recommend them. As I've already said, I've got 2 podcasts here with them. Anyway, it's love and light from myself. I'll see you in the next episode. Make sure that you're subscribed. Bye.